What's up, everyone? Listen, this is something that we are starting. It's new. Welcome to our channel, right?
How are you?
And we are very excited to be, she said, how are you? As you can see, we're working this out, but we got this. How are you? They are well. Okay, so we're excited to be sharing just a little bit of our blessed life with each and every one of you. And today's video is very special because it's the video where we are going to show you the reactions of our family finding out that we or she was pregnant.
Expecting, yeah.
Right, expecting.
Yeah.
So how do you say that? Do you say we're expecting, even though it's we?
We're expecting.
But then you're pregnant. I don't say we're pregnant.
No, because you're not pregnant.
Okay. So we're expecting. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna show you guys some of the videos that we took. And these videos weren't, professional. I was nervous. I was recording. It was a lot. And you're going to see in these videos. Yeah. So it was October 23rd, Sunday, when we told our family, right? And how did you feel that day?
We found out like 3 weeks before we were expecting. So that day, a lot was happening. I was like doing so much work, ironing onesies, trying to prepare things for the family so that we can reveal it to them. Yeah.
So we did, as you'll see, like donuts, cakes. Yeah. We got stuff. Then we had to make it like, we had to like make it look like a baby was coming, like an announcement. So it was a lot.
Yeah, it was
a lot. But we got it done. And that was October 23rd. So do you remember that day when you woke up, how excited you were? Like, what were you feeling?
Nervous and excited. For sure. And just hoping the reactions were...
Not that there would have been bad reactions, but like,
No, but yeah, just hoping that everybody understood what was happening and that, because it's not easy. You don't get it right away and you'll see it later on, like, some things that went down. But overall, I was just excited, nervous.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Same. It's just a lot happening. Yeah. And we had, not that we didn't have a lot of time to do it, but we just had to do so much.
And it was spontaneous because we were just like, we're telling them tomorrow kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, we knew a few days before, but a lot of the preparations.
Yeah. And that day, a lot happened.
We're done.
We went for our first scan that morning.
Right. So that morning, we went for our first scan at 6 weeks. Yeah. We found out at like 3.5, so we found out really early. Yeah. And it was 6 weeks that day, and there was just a lot happening. Yeah. But the first reaction and the first video that you are going to see is your mom and your aunt. Yeah,
so my mom was the first, and my aunt were the first people we told. So what happened was we were at church that Sunday morning, and I told my mom, I was just like, Mom, there's these cakes for sale at ShopRite or whatever. And I was like, it's buy one, get one. I think I'm going to bring you one later because I really want one. That's what I had told her. And so she was like, oh, really? Like, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah. So I was calling her, and she was not answering the phone. And we had it planned that we were going to do that with the cake. And I'm like, she's not answering. I hope she's home. Like, then everything's going to get messed up if she's not home, because we were going from house to house that day. So I was like so nervous, and then she never answered the phone call. Like,
so we just showed up to her house, and she was there. She was there. And
she was actually at the table eating.
Yeah.
So her phone was away.
Walk in, and it happened like when you watch the video, everything happened like just right there. So we walked in, we said hi, we had the cake, they were expecting it, but she wasn't getting it at first. Yeah, she wasn't. So we got a cake from ShopRite, and we had put in the cake, you're going to be a grandma, and you're going to be an aunt.
But my mom's already a grandmother, so I have a niece and a nephew, so my sister has 2 kids. So at first, she just thought that we got plaques that said she's a grandma.
Like grandma and aunt, like thank you for all you do.
Yeah, you're going to be was in a very fine print. So when you first look at it, it just like says grandma. So she thinks we just customized this cake for her.
So she was just happy about that. And then you're going to see the moment that she actually figured out what was happening and what it said.
You'll know exactly what that moment is. But yeah.
Check it out.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, that's fancy. Look at Lena. Oh, that's cute. We could cry. Oh. I'm touched. Why are you gonna do that?
No,
That's gonna make me all like.
Oh, she didn't
What? Wait a minute, because you're gonna make me cry because this baby.
They didn't get it.
Oh my god!
Oh
Oh my god! Congratulations! Oh my god! What the
Cute are these things.
She screamed so loud.
I'm like, oh, grandma, I'll see it, but I knew you didn't see it.
I'm like, what? I see the thing doing it. Ah! Oh, I'll take it.
No, this one's yours, this one's mine. It's that little
said
one.
I'll take it. Oh my god.
As you can see, there were a lot of emotions,
Yes.
and it was actually very funny to see the journey that she went on.
Yes. I mean, looking back, it's emotional for me, but looking back, like, I haven't seen it in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely emotional watching it. I cried all over again. But yeah, that was.
She was happy.
Yeah.
They were happy. And your
That
aunt
was my
Elena
favorite reaction.
wasn't like, she didn't know what to do.
And my
She's like,
aunt
do I
is
stop
just
eating? Do I get...
She's just like, wait, what? And like, she's just nervous eating.
Yeah.
It was cute.
It was very fun.
Okay.
And then from there, we went to your dad's house.
Yes, my dad lives
Right?
a couple blocks away.
Yeah.
So it was like an easy, fast trip.
We did the same thing with the cake.
Yes.
So we had another cake, right? And we put, you're going to be a grandpa, you're going to be a grandma. We put one for your brother, Joshua,
Yes.
right?
And
so you're going to be an uncle.
Be an uncle? Yep.
And their reactions, it was much quicker.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
My dad found it a little like, you're coming to drop off a cake. I had told him, I was like, because we have a church pantry. I said, Dad, I brought you a couple stuff from the pantry. He's just like, oh, okay. And like, I kind of never go on a Sunday because Sunday is our busiest day. And then I didn't come with a bag of stuff. I just come with a cake.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like, so I wanted it to be very quick when we walked in. So I was like, open the cake, look, look at what we got.
And just like a few days before, you were actually painting.
Yeah, I was painting
at his house.
Yeah, the dining room at his house with him.
And she had no idea, right?
No
so
idea.
she was,
I was
business
there.
as usual, right? Just going
that's
along
right.
with
I
it.
forgot about that, yeah.
So, all right. So this is the reaction of her dad.
No!
As you can see there, they got it pretty quick,
Yes,
right?
they
And
did.
Ceci yelled, her face,
Yeah.
if you freeze, freeze that shot, her face is so funny.
Yeah, it's funny. And then you see how she ran after me and attacked me. But yeah.
And your dad was there like in shock.
He was. Yeah.
And then she looks at me and she's like, for real? And then your dad looks at you and he's like, really?
Yeah, and I think he was shocked from her reaction as well because it was like all happening so fast.
Think about it, it's just a random Sunday that we're doing this and everyone's just kind of like, oh, okay. And to bring news like that they're all like low-key waiting for, some of them high-key, you know what I mean? Like they were waiting. So it was definitely fun, the reaction. So from there, we drove 30 minutes out to your sister.
Yes. that was fun. I had called my sister and I told her, I said, oh, I was at the Riverhead outlets. I bought a couple of shirts for Matthew.
We did a lot of lying on this day. We asked God for forgiveness.
Yeah.
He's a God of mercy, grace. He understands. He got us.
So I had told her, I was like, I bought Matthew a couple of shirts. Well, I did bring him a onesie.
Yeah.
So it was not a
complete lie.
lie. That was fun. I told her, and she's like, oh, really? Like, how far are you? Like, she was already suspecting something. So I told her so we were going to go over there. So we were on our way. So, I ended up going up to my nephew's room first when we arrived. And I was like, stay down here. I'm going to, show him the shirts and he's going to come down and try them on. So she was like, oh, he's going to love that or whatever. And then Sophie, because my niece is always like attacking me and like around me, I was trying to make sure she wasn't going up. So I stood downstairs
with her sister and Sophie, just kind of like, keeping them entertained as you were doing that up there.
Yeah. So what I did was I had a onesie in a box that said new to the cousin crew. And his reaction was so cute as well. Because he did not expect that at all. It was very cute. Yeah.
So and he ends up coming downstairs, and your sister, you'll hear in the videos like, okay, like let me see the shirt. Let me see the shirt.
She was actually upset. She's like, weren't you supposed to put the shirt on? He was like, I got it right here. So you'll see it in the video.
Yeah. So this is her reaction, and your niece and nephew to finding out that we're expecting.
Yeah, it's cute.
You're lying.
You read it.
Say you swear. You're lying.
Nah.
You're lying.
Nobody knows yet. Your mom don't even know.
You're lying, actually?
For real. That's why I came here for. Isn't that cute? Turn it around. Let me see it.
Show me.
Huh? I am.
Where?
It's right here.
Are you freaking kidding me? No, come on. Open this. Freaking crap.
Go look at the donuts.
I freaking had a feeling that was. Oh my god!
You're gonna have a cousin. Titi's having a baby. Our face. So they were definitely excited, and that was cute. Their reactions.
Yeah, I love my sister. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, and she said that she had a feeling because you had went to a game. One of Matt's games.
So I was over there. I was with my family that whole week, like the most I've ever been.
This was so hard, keeping this secret from everyone, from them. Yeah. Because, we see them often. We're very close. So we had a lot of things happening. It was like a lot of get-togethers. And we just wanted to share so bad, but wanted to make it a moment, not just be like, oh yeah, by the way, here's,
I went to my nephew's game like a couple days before that, and it was like, if you're pregnant, you know that your bladder can't hold like past an hour. Right. So I'm on the bleachers outside, no bathroom in sight, just holding it in. I kept telling my sister, like, I was quiet for a while, but I was like, I'm so hungry. I need to use the bathroom. Like, and it was a long game. It was like 3 hours we were there, and it was like cold already, but for some reason that day was blazing hot. Right. I'm in the sun. So a lot just was happening that week, and it was just funny because my sister suspected something. She did. She says it after, but I really do believe she did.
Yeah, definitely cool. So from there, out 30 minutes, right?
Yes.
In Mastic, we had to come back down like another, 25 minutes or so. Yes. Those car rides felt like forever. Yeah. To my parents' house, and where my grandma, my brother,
who we were with the whole day, like earlier that day on Sunday
at church and trying to,
and the day before, and like we were like,
we had seen everyone. It was hard. Yeah. So at this point, we had donuts, right, for your sister, and we had donuts also for my parents and my family. So that's like a thing. Sometimes we'll get donuts or bring donuts over.
Dunkin' Donuts box.
So we had a Dunkin' Donuts box, and we had like 5 or 4 donuts in it, and then we just put, you're gonna be a grandpa, you're gonna be a grandma, you're gonna be an uncle, and you're gonna be a great grandma, right? So this is my family's first. So this is like their first kid, right? So we get the box of donuts, I bring it, but then like my brother was still on his way. I had made sure they were all gonna be home. My brother was still on his way. He wasn't there yet. He gets there like a few minutes later, but then he's like goes upstairs, has to use the bathroom and change and do all his things, and I'm kind of there downstairs, so nervous, wanting to just say and be like, but wait, and I couldn't find the words.
So instead he just decides to just talk and talk.
So I just started talking, nervous chatter. And she's at the table. Mind you, we haven't eaten all this time.
I was starving, and they had food for us.
Had not eaten, right? And it was just we were hungry, and I was nervous. And then finally, my brother comes down. But now at this point, we're all here gathered, right, around the table and in the kitchen. But then we're now involved in our conversation.
His family they ate already. So we were the only ones that didn't eat.
Right.
So I remember Carlos, when he came, he was like, can I have a donut?
Like he wanted a donut. And I was like, no, not yet.
We were like, no. And he kind of suspected something too.
Yeah, he says it later.
Yeah,
we then, do that, and I'm just I take out my phone, I'm texting her because she's texting me like, hurry up, when are you gonna do this?
I literally text him, tell your mom to stop talking because they were like in a deep conversation, and the conversation would have never ended.
We speak very passionately, right? So we're indulge in the conversation, and she's texting me like, I'm hungry, let's do this, grab the donuts. I forgot the transition. I forgot how I was gonna
just do it. He's like, you do it.
So I'm texting her, you do it. And you see the text. I'm going to put it here. You see the text. I couldn't even spell things correctly. I was not speaking right. I could not type. I was nervous. So then she gives the box of donuts to my dad, who's at the table, while me and my mom are still talking. And, this is what happened.
Wow, are you serious?
What happened?
Oh my God, congratulations.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what kind of donuts are we talking
What's that?
Wow.
They're gonna have a baby.
Oh my God.
There's a whole baby right there. Look at you guys.
Oh, I didn't see the picture.
This was today? I was so nervous. I didn't know how to get into the conversation.
I was so nervous. I'm like, bro, just hurry up.
I'm like looking at these things and I'm like, this is not donut. This is cute, but what is it? And I'm like, read. Like, they're gonna be a grandma. You're gonna be a grandpa. I'm like, wait a minute. What?
Yeah, we just told everybody today now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We just told everybody right now. Just
How long?
No, yo no me voy a dar cuenta.
6 weeks?
No me fijé lo que decía. Digo, ¿pero qué tal eso tiene cosas ahí?
It's a surprise. You're going to be grandparents.
Wow.
That is so awesome. Look, Champ is all up.
All right, now I can say this. At the beginning of the year, I had 2 things that I asked God for. That's why I'm so emotional. That was one of my peticiones, and the other petition, I told God, I want to be a grandmother. I think it's time.
We kind of felt that too. And
it was January. I remember the first week in January. And I just been praying, hey God, and I'm like, it's October. I was telling him about it 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, but she doesn't have to have the baby this year, but don't forget, I asked you for 2 things, and only 2 things. And I'm like, so before the year ends,
So that's me.
at least that we get,
It's gonna be an
we get like an answer.
Imagínate que no es que
And I was so like,
Wow.
I don't care if it's a boy or if it's a girl, we will love it the same. Whatever, I just want to be a grandmother. And I'm like, I want to be young to enjoy them, and stuff. And then
Congratulations.
So there you have my parents, my family's reaction. It was great. As you could see, there was a lot of emotions and tears, and there was a Jesus moment there. My mom jumped in and, you know, brought in her petitions and prayers that she had, you know, before God that year, before the end of the year, and God did what God does. You know what I mean?
He did.
And it wasn't, I guess, in the timing, right, that you would think or how she thought, but it still happened, and, you know, when it was supposed to happen, and it was that's the best part. So it was definitely I think after that we were so relieved. I was relieved, and after that we ate.
Yes,
we tore up that rice, those beans, that chicken cutlet. Oh, no, it was Chinese food.
It was Chinese food.
It was Chinese food. Okay. But you know, we're always tearing up the rice, beans, and chicken cutlet.
Okay.
But we had that. We've had that several times after that.
Oh, that was so funny.
Is it possible for the husband to get pregnancy brain? The dad? Does that happen? That happens. But the Chinese food, you know, hit the spot, and it was nice.
Yeah, I'll never forget what I ate that day. I was starving
because we were so hungry.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. It was great. And then after that, you know, we kept it a secret within the family.
Yeah, that was hard as well.
Until that was October 23rd. We kept it a secret until December 23rd.
Yeah.
The day before Christmas Eve, we, you know, put out our announcement, which you can check out here as well. And we let everybody know at that point that we were expecting. We hadn't said the gender yet. We still haven't said the gender, which is good. So you have to come back to find out exactly. But it was a lot of fun. It was very cool. And after that, the next few days and weeks, we started telling a little bit more of our family, and you're gonna kind of see just a few of those videos now. So be sure to subscribe, be sure to like this video, comment below, right? And join us on this journey of, you know, all the blessings that God has given us and all the things that we, you know,
just
are gonna do.
a little bit of our life. That's it.
Our blessed life.
Yes.
How about that?
There you go. My blessed life.
It's mine too.
Okay,
it's ours.
If they get it.
Till next time.
Okay. See ya.
This is not the podcast.
Okay, I'm done. That's it.
We will be back.
Okay.
Oh, Evie, you forgot something.
You get it. That's
Y ya se tapaba de dirección.
Gracias.
There's a car in there.
You got it?
Oh, that's nice.
Yay!